2-weg GID flat plastic. On July 5th, the dike breach at Dongjing Lake in Hunan province caused a major shock. Only in China, this news has spread globally, causing many people to worry. China has mobilized about 1,000 people mobilized to repair the breached dike, reinforce the older. After July 5th, the embankment section continued to breach, bringing the total length of the embankment needing repairs to over 200. Thousands of rescue workers in this country are racing against time to reinforce. China's Emergency Management Department said that 350 experts from the agency, together with 1,400 personnel from the China National Fire and Rescue Administration, has been dispatched to the scene of the dike breach to reinforce the embankment, as well as evacuating people living in the disaster area to a safe place. At least 5,750 people live in Guadong District, by the side of Dongjing Lake in Hunan Province, China. They have been brought to safety by a rescue team. This information also directs our attention to China's largest dam at present. There have been many warnings about potential incidents with it. Even from the planning stage, this dam has faced thousands of fierce objections. So, what is the underlying cause? Why is this world's largest hydroelectric project? Why does it cause so much confusion and fear among the Chinese people? If the Three Gorges Dam truly cannot withstand, what terrifying scenario will unfold? Three Gorges Dam is the world. Spanning Hubei province in Chongqing City, where the terrain is relatively rugged and rainfall is abundant. China began construction of the Three Gorges Dam in 1994 and put it into operation in 2012. With a total construction cost of over 30 billion United States, the dam has a maximum water level of 175 meters above sea level, 110 meters higher than the downstream river water level. The water storage lake has an average length of about 660 kilometers and a width of 100. The volume is 39.3 cubic kilometers and the total water surface area is 1,045 square kilometers. The dam's system of 32 generators produces 22.5 million, equivalent to 15 nuclear reactors, enough to supply electricity for 60 million Chinese residents. The three main purposes of China in building the Three Gorges Dam were flood control, electricity generation and flow regulation. However, many other research experts believe the Three Gorges Dam cannot prevent severe floods. Professor David Sackman, Department of Geography, University of Alabama in the United States, said, "I have reviewed many other studies and they all conclude that the Three Gorges Dam cannot perform this function." And now, we are witnessing that. The Three Gorges Dam was completed and put into operation nearly 10 years ago, but many areas along the Yangtze River have experienced the largest flood in history. That was the year 2020, the worst flood in China's history. Has affected millions of people. While this country is struggling to revive its economy after the COVID-19 pandemic, the flood began in mid-June 2020, causing water levels in more than 430 rivers to reach, in which 33 rivers reached record levels. At least 150 people died or went missing, forcing about 15 million people to. In July alone, natural disasters affected 27 out of China's 31 provincial levels, with over 38 million people, estimated damage of $12 billion. This severe natural disaster has highlighted the limited role of the Three Gorges Dam in flood control in China. Chinese hydrologist Wang Weilu has questioned the safety of the Three Gorges Dam, warning that it could collapse at any moment. Mr. Wang holds a view contrary to the reassuring statement. He believes that the Three Gorges Dam is not as stable as many people have believed, and point out many inadequacies regarding the current state of the Three. He added that the current serious issue is the cracks in the substandard quality of the concrete, discovered during the construction process. He warned that the dam breach would have catastrophic consequences to the residents of the Liu and the Yangtze River, and they should evacuate as soon as possible. According to Chinese hydrology experts, the design, construction, and quality inspection has not been carried out independently, nor have there been objective assessments. Not to mention, this project was completed at an excessively fast. Chinese hydrology experts have been Yi Yanshan, the former deputy director of the state flood control. Water levels on at least 148 rivers in China have risen above warning levels. It shows that the flood control capacity of the Tamheat Dam is only limited. From the very beginning of its construction, Tamheat Dam faced a series of extremely strong protests. When first preparing the plan for the Tamheat Dam project, many professional engineers have argued that this super dam should not be built. Among them, the letter from Chinese hydraulic engineering expert Wang Wanli, sent to the authorities when requesting 30 minutes to clarify the disaster of the Tamheat Dam. However, because the request was not carried out by the time of his deathbed, he still believes that the Tamheat Dam cannot be built. This expert left behind 12 prophecies related to the Tam. That is the downstream section of the river where the banks are prone to collapse, obstructing waterway transfer. Immigration issues, accumulation problems, deteriorating water quality, insufficient abnormal climate, consecutive crop errors, prolonged blood-sucking parasite diseases, deteriorating ecology. The upper reaches are severely blocked, eventually leading to compression and explosion. Indeed, the above event occurred exactly as predicted. And only one final event has not yet become a reality, the work of the Tamheat Dam being blown up. In addition, there is the military strategist Bao, the founding advisor of the. There were also prophecies about this disaster in the pyramid texts. Many studies based on this prophecy have believed that the Tamheat Dam is likely to break due to an earthquake. In Lu Balin's prophecy, the tragic consequences after the dam breaks are also described in detail. Accordingly, the inscriptions were written in the form of ancient poetry on a Kenlang. Around 1400, the renowned military strategist and scholar Lu Bowen predicted events that would occur 500 to 600 years after the Ming Dynasty. In the Golden Bell Tower, the prophet made a prediction for this year's situation, and one prophecy was misinterpreted as a gentle breeze could shake the highest mountain. Even a sharp string cannot endure it. Accordingly, this prediction is interpreted by everyone as false. Volcanic earthquakes are all caused by disturbances in the gas currents within the Earth. The Tamheat Dam is extremely weak and fragile, utterly powerless to resist or withstand natural disasters such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Notably, one of the predictions on the Kenlang Tower mentions the COVID-19 epidemic, which occurred in 2020. Coincidentally, a Hong Kong feng shui master predicted that in June 2020, southwestern China would experience a powerful earthquake measuring 8.3 on the Richter scale or even stronger. The sediment will directly endanger the Zong hydropower dam when it bursts and collapses. Severe flooding is affecting a very large area in China. These prophecies further heighten the Chinese people's fears about the disaster of the Tamheat Dam bursting, as this dam has already caused ecological, livelihood, and social consequences. Beyond predictions, from a scientific perspective, changes in the mass and size of the Tamheat Dam will also affect the Earth's rotation due to a physical phenomenon called the moment of inertia. You can observe this phenomenon in daily life. For example, a figure skater who wants to spin faster must pull their arms close to their body to reduce the moment of inertia. The diver, wanting to somersault faster, will choose the tuck position. With the Tamheat Dam pushing 42 billion tons of water up to an elevation of 175 meters above sea level will increase the Earth's moment of inertia. Through that, it speeds the process of orbiting the Earth, even though the impact cost will be extremely slow. According to calculations by scientists from the U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, moving such a large mass of water would lengthen the day by about 0.6 millimeters on a string, making the Earth rounder. This effect also shifts the poles by about 2 centimeters. The study suggests that this impact is not a cause for concern, as the Earth's rotation is constantly changing due to the influence of the Moon and earthquakes. The Moon moving away from the Earth will slightly alter the motion of the planets. For example, the 2011 super earthquake in Japan once increased the Earth's day length by 2.68 seconds. Although the impact is not significant, over a long period, risks can still occur. Recently, many Western media outlets suddenly published information about the risk of the Three Gorges Dam breaking. The Asian Times cited a report from Xinhua news agency stating that the Three Gorges Dam had been slightly deformed due to flooding. According to that, Xinhua news agency quoted the dam operator as saying that some peripheral structures of the world's largest hydroelectric dam had bent due to floodwaters. The deformation occurred on July 18, 2020, when the Three Gorges Dam encountered the second major flood of the year. Some floodgates were affected by water, even though they were closed, but this did not last long. On July 22nd, the Global Times mentioned that the Xinhua report only stated that the deformation indicators seepage and water leakage at the Three Gorges Dam were within safe limits during the flood season, but Western media exaggerated it, claiming the dam was about it. The newspaper also quoted Chinese engineers as saying that all structures such as dams, bridges, and roads deformed to some extent under external forces. According to the Global Times, the deformation of the Three Gorges Dam is recoverable and will not last long. The deformation of the Three Gorges Dam is said to always be within the design limits of 1.4 to 26.7. The head of the Basin Management Center of the Three Gorges Group said that in this flood event, without the Three Gorges Dam, water levels in the urban areas of Dongjing Lake and Poyang Lake would have exceeded safe levels. The Wenhunkou Hydrological Station in Wuhan will also have recorded higher water levels. The middle and lower reaches of the Yangtze River would have faced much more severe flooding. This official added that the dangerous section of the Yangtze River is the Xinjiang section. The flood control role of the Three Gorges Dam is mainly demonstrated in this river, aiming to prevent the Xinjiang section from needing flood diversion during once-in-a-century floods. Hoping to control the water flow at Puchang, the town in Hubei province near the Three Gorges Dam, not exceeding 6. At the same time, combined with flood storage and detention areas, it helps prevent catastrophic disasters in the Xinjiang section. The main task of the Three Gorges project is to intercept floodwaters from the upper, focusing on ensuring flood safety for the Xinjiang section and the urban areas around Dongjing Lake. Recently, the Three Gorges Dam has intercepted and stored 5.6 million cubic meters of water. The reservoir behind the dam still has 17 billion cubic meters of storage capacity left, fully capable of handling. If a basin-wide catastrophic flood occurs in the middle and lower reaches of the Yangtze River, flooding or severe waterlogging in urban areas of nearby cities would mainly rely on their own drainage systems. However, in this situation, the Three Gorges Dam can still contribute by intercepting and storing floodwaters to keep water levels in the main channels at the lowest possible level, reducing. According to this official, the Three Gorges Dam is still operating safely and recently, there have been no so-called deformations or other risks. As early as 1994, the group began installing safety monitoring equipment at the Three Gorges Dam. By the end of June 2020, over 12,000 devices had been installed at the dam to monitor issues such as deformation, seepage pressure, water pressure, earthquakes, and hydraulic and dynamic factors. In addition to advanced monitoring technologies and equipment, technical personnel also personally inspect the dam's condition. However, rumors about the Three Gorges Dam deforming and being at risk of breaking are just sensationalism, causing panic. Or if real risks exist, it's just that authorities do not want to cause public panic. Because recently, a Chinese Twitter account uploaded a comparison photo of the Three Gorges Dam showing clear deformation, causing panic among Chinese people. Moreover, Water Conservancy researchers also refused to comment on this photo, increasing public anxiety. However, that was a story from 4 years ago. Now, the weather is increasingly severe, not to mention the continuous heavy rains and floods. Therefore, the worst-case scenarios are not impossible. Evidence here is that China's second-largest freshwater lake recently suffered serious consequences due to an unstable and dozens of tons of earth and rocks are being used to urgently repair. As terrain is high in the northwest and low in the southeast, hence called. If analyzed using the 8 trigrams, the northwest belongs to the Zhen trigram, where the Kunlun Mountains belong to. From the perspective of traditional Chinese feng shui, heaven, earth, and humans share one qi. When the earth's energy gathers to form dragon veins. Therefore, from the Kunlun Mountains, China has 3 mountain ranges and 2 water veins. If the water veins flow smoothly, the country prospers. If the water veins are blocked, the nation's fortune is severely affected. In ancient times, when the Chinese valued feng shui, they excavated the Grand Canal to connect the north-south water veins, promoting the prosperity and development of the Chinese economy at that time and for centuries to come. Moreover, it is said that the Grand Canal once flowed smoothly, but now it is blocked by the Three Gorges Dam, so people believe this project goes against nature. According to Qingnan feng shui theory, the area south of the Yangtze River belongs to the Jinglan, located in the Golden Land, a spiritually significant region for China's economic development. Thus, the water vein of the Yangtze River is more important than that of the Yellow River. Currently, the Yangtze River has been blocked, like a life cut off, a body severed at the waist, or a sacred dragon pinned under a massive wall, unable to move. Feng shui is completely disrupted, affecting not only the natural climate and astronomy but also the economic development of the people. The Yangtze River is considered the largest water vein in China.
As construction of the massive Three Gorges Dam here has severed the water vein of the Chinese nation and destroyed the country.
Furthermore, it has caused countless disasters and continuous threats within and outside the region. However, there is another rather mysterious and frightening incident that not everyone knows about. That is, as soon as China began building the dam, a series of supernatural phenomena occurred, shocking public opinion. When construction of the Three Gorges Dam started, rumors spread that a large snake was trapped inside. Coincidentally, some people actually discovered a snake in the Three Gorges Dam, and this was also reported by media channels. According to local newspapers, during construction, a snake several meters long with striped patterns appeared at the dam, causing panic among. A man boldly provoked it with a wooden stick, but the snake did not attack. In particular, public opinion also circulated a story that during the construction of the Three Gorges Dam, the contractors
He dreamed of being taken to the palace of the King of Hell.
The judge told him that if he dared to release the water, his remaining lifespan would be cut up. The supervisor, terrified, reported to the leader, but the leader did not believe it and let him slip. That night, the leader himself dreamed of being invited to the underworld by the King of Hell. Afterward, the judge told him that if the dam construction could not be avoided, he hoped the leader would relocate the statues of the judge and the King of Hell elsewhere, where there would be retribution.
The leader agreed, and the judge marked a dot on his forehead, saying it was proof. However, the leader later thought it was just a dream and paid no mind, so the construction continued. Later, both the supervisor and the leader suddenly passed away. At that time, people rumored that after their deaths, in the evenings at the village entrance on the other side, whispers and arguments were often heard.
Some even saw a line of dark shadows. Whether believed or not, these supernatural stories more or less unsettle us. Not to mention many natural phenomena that occurred, combined with. What is the likelihood of the Three Gorges Dam breaking during the current period of frequent and uncontrollable floods? What do you think about the content of this video? Let us know in the comment section below. And now, goodbye and see you next time.